Hey, what is going on, you guys? Go619 here, and today I'm bringing you guys all another top 5. So this week's top 5, it is going to be the top 5 best score streaks in the Black Ops 3 beta, and all these score streaks are commented down below by you guys on last week's top 5, which was the top 5 best features in the Black Ops 3 beta. So next week it is going to be the top 5 worst maps in Advanced Warfare, and I did this top 5 when the game actually came out, and around that time it was of course November 20th, and I just chose the maps that I felt were bad. Of course, that was actually my first ever top 5 here up on my channel, so I just chose maps that I hated and put in those top 5. But now I want to know from you guys what maps are bad, and then plus, like, by now I'm pretty sure we all know what maps are bad and good in AW. So that'll be next week's top 5, the top 5 worst maps in Advanced Warfare. And let's go ahead and get started with the Black Ops 3 beta right now. And basically, like, all these score streaks, they might change when the game actually comes out. So like, this was during the Black Ops 3 beta. So yeah, if you're watching this now and the game's actually out, well, this is during the beta, and maybe like some of these score streaks are gonna change. I don't know, but let's go ahead and get started with the top 5. So starting things off, coming out the number 5 spot, we have the Talon. This score streak costs 975 points, and with this you could either do two things with it. You could either like control it like I'm doing here, which is actually pretty effective to do. As well, you can let it go and just seek out enemies by itself, you know, and you could do any of those two things, which is pretty nice. I just love how they allow you to do that. And if you control it, it's basically a Dragonfire, but much stronger in my opinion. With this, you can actually get kills. It's very powerful as well, and like you can see me just dominating these people in their spawn, man. It's just hilarious. You could like, it's funny how you with this score streak, when you control it, you can spawn trap people with it, which is just funny, man. So this is overall a very great score streak at the cost it is, and it definitely does do some work. Or you could have it just controlling by itself and stuff. You could just be running and gunning. But that is number 10, the Talon. And coming up the number 9 spot, you guys see here already, the Hellstorm Missile. So this Hellstorm Missile, it costs 700 points, and this is definitely worth it, man. With this thing, you can get quads, you can even get like 5-man, even a 6-man with this thing. And I definitely want to see how this thing works in ground war, because I'm pretty sure you can even get a 9-man with this thing if you play ground war, because this thing is just absolutely just amazing. It just shreds through people everywhere. And this thing as well, it also just locks on people. If there's like 6 people around an area, all the missiles like lock onto them and they're immediately dead, which is just sick. This thing is so fun to use. And of course, there are times where like sometimes it doesn't even get anybody, but like that's just very rare. But most of the time it gets quads for you, which is just absolutely amazing. So that is number 4, the Hellstorm Missile. And coming off the number 3 spot, we have the Wraps. So these Wraps are just the killer tires. They're like the K9 unit of this game. And these Wraps actually cost very low, man. These Wraps cost 1275. So you get like on a 12 kill streak, and then like have a flag captured or something. Then you get these Wraps. Have you guys seen that movie Rubber? This reminds me of Rubber, because like with Rubber, there's a killer tire that goes around just killing random things and stuff. And so you have just a Rubber here, just killing the enemies for you, which is pretty cool. And these Wraps are very good, man. It takes about like after you call these Wraps in, it takes like 10 seconds to deploy, which is like not that long, I guess. Like I wish if they ever do fix this score streak when the game comes out, hopefully it takes less time to deploy, because like when these Wraps are deploying, they could actually be shot down from the ship that the Wraps are coming from, which is pretty terrible. Even like these things can be hacked as well, but like overall, besides the fact of that, these things just kill everyone they see. They explode, and they're just absolutely fun to use. So Wraps are number 3, and they're definitely worth it. Hopefully they'll be even better when the game actually comes out. So that's number 3. Number 2, it goes to the amazing Hater. This is the score streak we all loved and knew from Black Ops 2. The Orbital VSAT, and this thing lasts 45 seconds from what I'm knowing here. Like I actually timed it and it was 45 seconds. Hopefully it can extend to 1 minute, because of course this thing here, unlike Black Ops 2, it can be shot down. So hopefully they'll extend the time to 1 minute. That'll be much better, but it does last for 45 seconds from what I know of. And this thing does some work, dude. It definitely does work. It lets you know what the enemies are, of course, and it's just amazing. Nothing much said about this. So I'm like always gonna be using this thing 24/7 because it just helps out you as well. It does help out your teammates, and I've actually never had my VSAT shot down in this game. I've had it hacked a few times, but like that's stupid. But I've never actually had it been shot down at all, which is pretty nice. But overall, VSAT, the hater or whatever, it's pretty good, and that's why it's here on this number 2 spot. And coming up the number 1 spot, we have the Wraith. The Wraith is the best score streak in the Black Ops 3 beta overall. Like, this thing just gets you kills after kills, man. It's just absolutely just astonishing what this thing can do. This is, of course, the stealth chopper from Black Ops 2, and like the way this thing sounds is just great, because if you have a headset on and you like hear like whenever the Wraith shoots, it just has that distinct sound. It's just great. I just love the way it sounds for some reason. Voice crack right there, but like this thing's absolutely a monster. It does work. It gets you feeds and stuff, and that's why it's here on this list as number 1, has the best score streak in the Black Ops 3 beta. Hopefully when the game releases, hopefully they don't like nerf it or touch it, because it's fine as it is right now. But that was the video. If you guys all enjoyed, and comment down below what is the worst map in Advanced Warfare, and that'll be next week's top 5. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this top 5, and I'll see you guys on the next one.